we're watching why you can't pick a game to play. I seen this video and I wanted to watch it. I don't know what it's really about, but clearly it's about why I can't pick a game to play. And I was just going through this shit with my friends. If you guys were watching the stream, if you're here right now, because we're still streaming, you would know that we got into a whole rant and shit. And we were talking about the people saying that gaming is dead, and gaming isn't really dead. But I personally can't find. Well, that's not true. I know a game that I really want to play. I know a couple games that I really want to play. But anyway, from the games that I have, from the selection of games that I have at this very moment, there's really not a lot of games to pick from, and there's not a lot of games that I want to play. Uh, so yeah, fuck, where was I going with that? Yeah, this video kind of resonates with me because I got on Brawlhalla and I hate that game, bro. It's so fucking trash, bro. People join the stream and they see like that I'm pretty good at the game. They're like, yo, you should play some ranked. I play some ranked, and then I'm playing against the worst shit of all time, bro. It's just like these people play so scummy. It's like they try so damn hard to win. What happened to having fun? Like, this is not Tekken. This is not Mortal Kombat, bro. This is a party game. What happened to having fun? And that's why I don't play ranked. But yeah, we're gonna get back to this video. Let me just watch the video.
And you sat down to game, you only have an hour or two, and you cannot decide what to boot up and what to play.
Oh yes, and the point was that I just got home from work at the time, and I decided to play this game with my friend, and we were supposed to have fun. But these niggas are so fun. Like I said before, I just want to unwind after work and have some fun, bro.
You sit there looking at your Steam library. So many games you've never tried from Steam Sales Pass or maybe Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, wherever you play, and you just cannot decide what to put the time into. You know this 1 hour is precious. You know you need it to recharge your batteries because school, work, whatever it is coming again tomorrow.
Pause.
You end up staring at the screen and eventually just pull up YouTube, binge, and then your hour's gone and you kind of feel horrible. Why does this happen? And I want to talk with you about it because this has been happening to me recently. Is it the fact that you're getting older? Is it nostalgia?
No.
Well, I'm going to sort of break down my thoughts and opinions
Monster Hunter World is such a good game, bro.
on this. Now, I've been pretty sleep deprived lately. I've started working nights, everything's super expensive, and so my time for gaming in the last 3 weeks has been very compressed. And I literally have gone through the scenario I just described, where I know I've got an hour available. It's a precious hour. And yet I cannot figure out for the life of me what to boot up. I want to get the maximum enjoyment out of this time because I know it's so limited. And as such, when I look at the list of games, I begin putting a bunch of pressure on myself. And that pressure makes me even less motivated as I'm sleep deprived to ultimately make a choice. Sometimes when we're presented with way too many choices, it's been shown that our human psychology just gets overloaded and we can't make a decision. We get stuck in analysis paralysis. And for many people, if you've been gaming a long time, your library can get big very quickly. It doesn't mean that you don't enjoy games or that you just don't know how to have fun anymore. It just means that the pressure is overwhelming you, especially when you're tired.
What game is that?
You know, you don't want to take a chance of picking something that you don't enjoy or like. What if you wasted that 1 hour?
I did.
And this leads us to indecision. Now, I used to play StarCraft 2 a lot. When I was in college, loved Halo, but at the time, Halo was being taken off of the MLG circuit around Halo 4 time. And around that same timing, StarCraft 2 was becoming the darling of MLG and also Twitch and Justin TV at the time, and then ultimately it turned into Twitch. And I loved StarCraft 2, but it is a game where you have to make hundreds of choices every single minute. In fact, they measure the choices and the actions that you make in a term called APM, actions per minute. And crazy good pro players will consistently play at like the 300 to 400 mark, sometimes jumping up. Now, every action, is considered like a click or a box or building a building, selecting a resource. But when you watch a talented pro, you really do see that they're making hundreds of decisions in such a small time frame.
And I don't even know
and you know
why
what?
or what.
A lot of times they make the wrong decision. when they're under such immense pressure in a game like StarCraft, there isn't always the time to sit there and think and debate really what is the right choice. Ultimately, they're having to go with their gut reaction. And I learned when I was playing StarCraft 2, sometimes you just have to make a choice. Whether or not it's the right choice doesn't always matter. You don't always have the time. Sometimes just making a choice is the right choice and sticking with it.
Facts.
Even if that decision led to me
real.
like stimming my Marine army into a bunch of banelings and losing the game, it was still better that I made a choice rather than sitting in indecision, because I probably would have lost the game either way. I've been doing YouTube now for 10 years, over 10 years actually. I started in college, and one thing I have learned, and it's something I need to hear regularly, and I hope you hear this too, stop putting unfair pressure on yourself and on your free time. If you want to play a game, just boot anything up. There isn't a wrong choice. Seriously.
Brawlhalla is the wrong choice. Don't tell me that.
Maybe you didn't pick the ultimate perfect selection and you didn't get the most enjoyment out of your hour.
No, I got disappointment out of my hour. I got on Brawlhalla. You niggas told me to play ranked. I played ranked, and what was the first thing I said? I said, I don't play ranked because these niggas are sweaty and they're scumbags. If I get into ranked and the first thing I play against is Axe or Lance, I'm getting off. I got into ranked. The first thing I played against was Axe and Lance on the same character, and Lance and Hammer on a separate same character. And they were both diamond. It's like, what happened to fun? What happened to fun?
But just giving yourself some you time to recharge is what matters. Hey, and also, if you boot up the game and you don't feel like playing it and you want to just watch YouTube or whatever, go do that. You need to hear this.
Doing now. That's why I'm here.
Good.
Well,
you need
well, that's why I'm here now.
to be nicer to yourself. When we reach this point where we're putting so much pressure on ourselves and our free time, you are probably at a stage right now in life where you are stressed and there is a bunch of stuff occupying all of your mind space. And literally the best thing you can do is some self-care. And to literally, when you have those thoughts of like, what if I'm wasting my time with this choice? Just push back right against it. Take that thought, throw it in the recycle bin of your mind. There's nothing wrong with going back to a comfort game. Something you've played 10 times over, something that you love, something that you know gives you some enjoyment. At the same time too, if you've got a big backlog screaming at you, the game that's been nagging, and you're like, I just gotta finish this game. You know, I got 30 hours into it. I feel really bad I didn't finish it. Everybody loved this game.
Man.
Look, if you wanna go finish it, sure. But don't force yourself. You're not having to write a book report on a title. Like, case in point, I'm playing through Elden Ring second time right now. I've talked about it a few times on the channel. I'm loving the second playthrough way more than the first time. I thought the game was brilliant when I was playing it on the Xbox when it came out. But I wasn't looking up guides. I was getting overwhelmed, and I stopped at the game. I'm not going to say exactly where, but pretty far into the game, and I didn't feel motivated to pick it back up. But here I am looking at all these videos online about what an incredible, perfect, amazing, superb game it is. Feeling pressure like, oh man, what did I do? I need to go back and finish it. I'm totally missing out on all this stuff. Well, screw that, unfair pressure, right? It took me 2 years to go, all right, now's the time. I'm starting a fresh playthrough. And because I was at the spot where I wanted to, not because of social pressures or online hype or popularity, because I wanted to at the time, I've enjoyed that game 10 times more. This is your reminder. Be nicer to yourself. Stop putting pressure on that free time. Don't worry about making the wrong choice, and try and refill and recharge when you get the opportunity. I look at the audience demographics and the ages of my viewers, and I know these are periods of time.
Hey, this is my demographic too. Well, this is actually swapped. And I don't have any of these.
Time where life is hard and stressful. Your responsibilities are growing exponentially. So many things are changing, whether you're fresh out of college or you're having a kid or something like that. A lot is changing. And so any opportunity you get
Yeah,
to refill and recharge,
Fallout.
you should go for. As long as it doesn't disrupt, obviously, the really important things. And in many ways, this video is just as much me talking to you as it is me talking to myself to remind me that when I'm looking at that Steam library feeling guilty, I don't need that. Just boot something up that I love and run with it. So with all that said, I hope you have an awesome start to your weekend. Play something fun, recharge, do whatever. And we'll see you again in the next one.
I'm about to cop Bomber Cyberpunk. I'm waiting until I get paid. That game is gonna feed families, boy. Just wait. Cause when I get cracked at that game, bro, I'm gonna really be out here putting out content. It's not a lot of content creators that are making content on that game. It's some people that stream it, but I've been looking for the content. That's how I know it's not there. I've been looking for it, bro. And I'm gonna be one of the only really consistent content creators on that game. Same with Spark and Zero. I'm copping Wukong when that shit drops too. Just wait, bro. It's a very good season for games right now. But at the moment, I don't have any games that I really like. Besides Brawlhalla, I like this other game. It's called Naraka Blade Point. Naraka Blade Point is a very good game, in my opinion. It's pretty balanced. They update the game a lot. It's free now. It wasn't when I paid for it, but the skins are really nice. It's a battle royale, so it's kind of like, it's like Fortnite, but it's it's kind of like an action RPG in the sense that there's weapons. It's weapons and combos. It's not like a shooter. It's not a third-person shooter like everything else. But that's what I really like about the game. It's very well put together. However, it's a very niche game. Not a lot of people play it. It's a Chinese game, and it's really just mostly Chinese niggas that are playing the game. If I'm really being honest with you, that's it. I'm getting 4-minute queues, and when I queue up in a game, I'm queuing up with bots. So we usually tend to just run around the whole map, and we don't find any enemies. It's like damn near a really dead game, but it's very fun. I'm not gonna lie, even when the game is dead, you walk around, you look at the sights, like, it's kind of fun, and you fight bots. But when you fight the bots, like, it's still fun because the combat is fun. But I would like to play against real people because, I mean, there would be more engagement. But I don't know. I actually, after getting off Brawlhalla, I got on that game, and I actually enjoyed playing that game. Even though, like I said, what happened. We got into a 4-minute queue, and then we queued up with bots because they added the pity queue to the bot lobby, and then we just walked around the whole map, and I like the scenery. It's good. It's a cool game. I got to loot. It's a loot simulator, that's what I call it. But yeah, I guess that's kind of like what this guy is saying. You just boot something up, anything, and it's better than not picking anything. Although I did play Brawlhalla for a little bit, and I did regret the experience. Maybe that's what I had to do, and then I got to play something fun. That's the video though. I was reading the chat. What the fuck? If you like the video, though. If you like the video, subscribe. At issues.tam_on Instagram, issues.com. Go get y'all some fire pieces. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.